Hey Korangs, welcome to another episode of Hey Korangs.
Tak payah join.
Dia nak join juga. Okay, we janji.
And Nurul, and this episode is brought to you by Casa Studios, your go-to experts for hassle-free renovation.
Dengan tim yang profesional dan berpengalaman, komunikasi yang jelas dan tak ada kos tersembunyi, Casa Studio akan memastikan renovasi rumah anda akan berjalan lancar dari mula hingga akhir. Best.
Okay. So today, banyak orang tanya lah kita macam, kita nak horror story and stuff like that. The thing is, horror story cannot come from both of us because kita bahasa pengecut orang. But then because of recently on TikTok, we actually hit our 20k followers. Alhamdulillah for that. So we thought like, okay lah. But this time around, we don't want to do it alone. So we got the boys from Casa Studios to teman kita. Okay, so korang, you rasa your stories, is it quite scary tak? Ke you rasa macam, siapa nak go first?
No, kejap. Before kita nak kena belajar orang dulu lah. Yeah, we are not OCH. Korang tahu tak anything about the history of Old Changi Hospital?
A bit mungkin
really?
cultured guy like him would
Oh yes,
know more.
cultured Ryan.
So, korang any idea like when was this built?
No idea.
This is pre-World War II kan?
Yes.
Yeah, so it was built in
Dia betul cultured lah. Dia tahu.
1935. So initially it was a military hospital by the British. So during the Japanese occupation, the Japanese used this as a torture chamber. So all the people are tortured here during the World War II.
They cannot hear you, I think.
Me?
Dah kena repeat balik.
Boleh.
Tak boleh because it's live.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Yeah, so during the World War II, a lot of people was tortured inside lah. And then after the World War dah habis tu, they converted to the hospital. Sampailah Changi Hospital closed in 1997. So korang rasa all the spirits that was tortured that point of time masih macam tertinggal-tinggal lah. So,
Mungkin sebab kita pernah masa kecil-kecil lah explore kat dalam.
Serious?
You've been inside before lah.
You
Oh,
also?
serious?
Oh, you kecil-kecil? Oh,
korang masuk?
Kecil-kecil masuk.
Kecil tu berapa kecil?
berapa kecil?
I guess I'm secondary school.
Oh, tu betul-betul
Yeah.
kecil tu.
Remaja. Sama.
Tapi korang ada experience apa tak kat dalam?
I can share a bit lah apa yang jadi kat dalam. It's not really a full story. It's hearing dulu. Diorang asyik macam Ustaz Hidayat cakap diorang akan fear you with noises first. If you are scared, then they
Macam
dia baru tunjuk.
tunjuk. Yeah.
tadi yang
Diorang akan menakutkan dulu.
Itu bunyi lori dulu.
Bukan yang itu lori.
It's at the start of it.
Okay, so who does Israfil start first with the story?
Boleh. So kat dalam masuk, I don't remember so much, tapi what I remember is pintu semua dah terbuka and pintu dah jam because bawah pintu dia dah the door is rotten already kan. And then
Rotten is a good word to use.
dah stuck, it cannot swing or anything lah. Kita masuk dalam tengok all the abandoned building with me and my siblings lah. Kita masuk dalam. And then when we are walking through the alley, we heard a door slam. Even though the door is all I check already. It's jammed
Kan
already.
rotten kan.
So it's just a sound from afar lah.
Yeah.
Which got me questioning alone on myself. Kan door dia dah tak boleh swing. Kenapa boleh slam kan? Tapi after that we just continue lah. So perhaps only I hear it. The rest didn't hear anything, or I forget. Maybe they hear, but we just continue on.
Just tak discuss about it lah.
We did macam dengar something like that. But in the end nothing happened, so we just continue up to the rooftop lah. So rooftop I think boleh nampak kat sana.
Okay.
The highest point of the building. I think that's the rooftop. So duduk sana, nothing happened. Best tengok pemandangan. Masa nak keluar semua, at the exit, I think someone started running, or because of a sound like in the bushes, then semua orang lari.
Semua raya lah.
That one malam ke siang?
Malam.
Oh, malam
Yeah, datang malam.
Oh, you can spend malam like macam apa 8 PM, 9 PM ke?
This timing,
tu.
yeah.
Oh, berani. With torchlights.
Yeah, I'm sure we bring torchlight.
Kita traffic memory sikit lah.
Aduh.
But back then it was not ada like gates ke apa last
Gates,
time.
memang kena panjat.
Memang macam ni kepanjat lah.
Kena panjat. So OCH, alamak, kalau dah cakap panjat ni macam pleading guilty to trespassing.
It's okay. They were very young back then.
Tak ingat.
Yeah, so we have explored Old Changi Hospital.
Okay.
Red Hill pula. Red Hill tu tempat Red House, tempat
Oh,
Pasir Ris.
oh,
Ya,
okay.
sekarang dia di kindergarten
Oh serious? The Red House?
Red House.
Okay.
And Matilda tak sempat pergi. Tapi sekarang Matilda jadi clubhouse in a condo.
Oh, okay. This is
Matilda.
a Hillview
Kat Punggol
Matilda
kan?
Punggol.
Oh, Punggol. Okay. That one the other one. Correct.
And Israel, I didn't follow. I think he go with his friend to Brunei hostel. He also has story there, but I couldn't share it lah. I don't know much about the
I see.
details.
So
of
okay,
it.
okay.
next time kita will get
Yes.
on board the next episode. Jadi kita do kat mana? Kurang suggest lah Baik, apa itu? Memang best.
Oh, okay.
Kita punya
Kita punya
cakap best. But then for apa tu, Israfil, like you memang very quite
Adventurous. I would
you
say.
very adventurous. You tak senang takut ke apa.
Yeah.
Tak macam pengecut macam kita. Did you saw the horror episode that was done by us apa tu when we interview both Mar dengan ID, you saw?
I watched all your episodes.
Tapi kau terkejut tak kita terpekik terlolong?
Tak.
Macam
Macam
Orang
aku
dah
ingat tu.
Siapa
Yes.
ada orang lempar barang.
Yes.
So you confirm macam ni dua nonsense je.
Kena prank
So apa ni, now should we go to Ryan? You want to share your story?
Yeah.
Okay.
Boleh.
Okay, boleh.
Similar lah. So time kecil juga. Tapi tak panjat
Tak
I
panjat.
will change the story a bit. Pagar dia terbuka ni.
Oh, pagar tu buka.
Dia nak selamatkan diri orang.
Nak selamatkan diri. Pagar dia terbuka ni. So malam-malam last time dengan kawan kita stay dekat yang Changi Chalet.
Oh, okay.
So malam-malam kita night walk je lah. Datang sini, masuk.
Okay.
Sama, went in. Boleh dengar kadang-kadang jalan kat dalam koridor dia, boleh dengar bunyi pintu slam gitu. But the worst one was my kawan kena cekau.
Okay.
Darah, sehingga darah bleeding dekat shoulder dia.
Okay.
Masih ingat. Then habis tu time balik dia demam 3-5 hari gitu. Sama gitu.
But check out darah, do you guys go to the clinic ke atau?
Yeah, we went to clinic. The doctor also not sure lah. Diorang bilang kan kalau kena luka kan usually if you kena the door ke kena
It's just like
kaca
one
ke
scratch.
is one scratch kan.
Yeah.
Tapi ni ada tiga cala.
Dia kat sini lah.
Dekat sini dekat belakang ni tiga cala gitu.
Was it a very like you ingat?
Quite deep lah.
Quite deep lah.
Quite deep. Tapi not that bad sampai terkopek gitu. Tapi darah keluar
Superficial lah.
gitu.
But
Masih superficial lah.
that point of time bila dia kena scratch, dia tak rasa apa-apa lah.
Dia tak rasa apa-apa.
Oh.
Tapi time keluar malam-malam, we came out at about I think maybe 1-2 AM lah. Then dah keluar, tengok belakang baju dia merah-merah. So ada darah gitu. So then after that we find clinic I think at mana Changi Village
Okay.
At that
24
time
hours lah.
masih ada klinik 24 hours gitu. Then the doctor tengok that's it lah, just taruh antiseptik, bersih-bersihkan, that's it lah.
Oh,
Gitu
tapi
je.
lepas tu okay
Lepas
lah, the
tu,
wound tak ada apa-apa lah.
The wound tak ada apa-apa, tapi dia demam 3-5 hari gitu.
Oh dia.
Demam parah tu.
Oh really, like high fever that
High
kind, tak
fever
boleh bangun.
parah sampai macam hallucinating sikit lah gitu.
Did he went for rawatan or?
Yeah.
In the end dia pergi rawatan lah. In the end lah.
But does after that better or?
After that better lah, tapi I don't know, I feel after that dia masih tak normal gitu orang dia.
Even till now.
Until now I haven't spoken to him
Dia
for
tak normal
maybe
macam
dah
mana?
7 tahun lah ni.
Macam mana dia tak normal?
Macam dia kadang-kadang
Termenung.
masih termenung gitu. Masih macam hayal lah, hayal.
Oh my god. Sampai lah the last you saw him 7 years ago.
7 years ago lah, dah
And
lama.
he still
Macam masih hayal-hayal gitu once in a while.
sampai so long dia kena.
Because he like dia pergi rawat, but I think maybe don't know, maybe dia tak follow through ke
Okay,
apa-apa.
maybe.
Maybe
Yeah.
lah.
So that's why the thing is still like macam.
Because his person dia memang tak percaya. So he was the one when we went in, dia cabar-cabar gitu.
No wonder.
The rest
So
of
that's
us we just explore lah, jalan-jalan je, nak tengok rooftop, nak santai.
Faham.
But for him, dia masuk, dia cabar-cabar, dia ketuk pintu.
Kau tengok.
anak nakal tu.
Anak nakal kan?
Anak nakal.
Jangan korang suruh kita explore ni semua.
Ryan bila berbual dengan accent very strong. Macam Indonesia accent gitu.
Ya,
Pasal campur.
Campur-campur. Ya, ada.
Campuran.
Very sopan dia punya.
Kau teringat all the sinetron.
Yeah.
Very sopan ya.
Bahasa dia very soft.
So, yes.
Lelaki Melayu terakhir ni.
Korang kalau suka tengok sinetron ini. Okay, so aku punya cerita tak adalah macam korang pergi explore kat OCH semua. I got no time for that shit. So mine is actually it's about aku punya viewing story. Like I have not shared this story before because I just want the case to settle first. So that like my seller ke my client won't be affected to this lah. So everything dah settled. So I'm serving the seller. Okay, so seller is selling rumah 3 bilik somewhere in the north of Singapore. Okay, so one day I bought
Mesti
view.
masling ni. Tak.
Tak nak cakap apa-apa. Aku cakap no je. So when I did viewing, ada this buyer came, direct buyer. So direct buyer meaning dia tak ada agent. So dia datang, habis dia tengok. Habis from his face, right, you tahu yang dia macam suka the house, like excited nak offer, like I really love this house. And then my seller also tengok muka dia macam macam ada chance lah, dia ni macam suka rumah aku. And then after that, right there, lepas dia dah habis viewing, I went out and then he told me, I really like this house. I want to put up an offer, nak tak deposit. So aku dah excited lah, macam okay, it's a closing. And then lepas tu dia macam, but wait can I come tomorrow to bring my feng shui master? Dia cakap, just to finalize that part only. But as far as this house is concerned, I really like it. I really gonna put an offer. Okay, so I asked my seller, besok boleh tak this buyer nak datang tapi nak buat feng shui master lah. So my seller said, can. You just bawa lah the feng shui master. So besok pagi, I arrange for the feng shui master to come. So feng shui master ni kalau diorang datang, diorang akan bawa macam a big table gitu with a circle thing macam compass gitulah. So he will bring the thing around and everything. And then dia dah tengok satu rumah semua. And then they never say anything, After that, terus they left. So I was like waiting. Tunggu the whole night. The buyer tak call. Aku dah down. Aku dah cakap, pasal everything is okay say.
He likes it semua.
So lepas tu besoknya I called him. I said, what happened? Like how come like you never buy? Is it your feng shui like never match or what? So dia cakap, feng shui master dia cakap kat the first common room, kat ceiling fan tu, feng shui cakap ada body tengah hanging. But kita tak nampak lah. And when I was doing viewing, I pun tak rasa apa-apa. Like my berumah tak naik ke apa. But
sense.
Yeah, but feng shui master say the body kat hanging tu dah lama. Because my seller stay there for 15 years already. Habis dah lama. So that's the reason why feng shui master dia cakap don't buy this house.
Alah.
Okay. So, lepas tu I have to answer to my seller because my seller cakap, muka dia dah excited nak beli semua. So, kalau kau jadi aku, would you tell the truth or not to the seller?
Aku akan first feel sibuk je ni feng shui master kacau daun kacau sale tapi how would I feel?
Like, would you tell your seller there's a body kat dia punya common room yang ceiling fan?
I wouldn't tell in detail because I might not trust exactly what the feng shui master see. So macam I will just blame the feng shui master. I say feng shui master say something wrong with the house. So
would you?
Yeah.
Maybe when it comes to nak sell rumah tu, I won't say anything actually.
But you're serving seller, what? Like you don't have to tell buyer, but when you tell your seller will ask, asal buyer ni tak jadi beli? Lepas dia bawa feng shui master tu, would you?
I don't know, I'm the kind of person macam like the less they know the better kirakan. Like no need for them to know lah. But then macam kalau Ryan macam mana?
I will tell them dalam secara sopan lah.
Yeah, of course.
So I will tell them, okay.
Terakhir kita.
Bukan gitu lah. So I will say lah, feng shui master dia cakap ada masalah. But I won't
Elaborate
extend lah. I won't elaborate ada masalah apa.
That's what I meant.
Itu jangan lah.
Yeah, so I did the same thing like Ryan. I explained to them the feng shui master said there's something wrong inside the common room, and then but I think you don't have to know because you have been staying here for 15 years. Tak ada gangguan, tak ada apa. And then eventually another buyer came and the house got so settled, tak ada apa-apa pun. Yeah, so
Another buyer came lah still.
like a new buyer came and view, and then like the house and offer, and then we close. So tapi tak tahu lah, kadang-kadang feng shui master ni pun scam juga Maybe kalau dia close tu, dia dah tak dapat commission. Dia tu banyak-banyak rumah baru dapat commission.
maybe.
Kan?
So
Dia cakap ada badan, lepas tu next one dia cakap ada kepala.
except ada tikus
Ada
sana.
tikus.
In the end, siapa yang rugi? Orang yang suka nak beli rumah ni tak dapat beli.
Dengan aku lah, aku tak dapat close.
Dia yang rugi lah.
Diorang ada cerita tu.
Okay, macam cause we did ever did a horror story kan, so I already share. So I thought like maybe I share from my very close friend of mine. And then one thing about when I grow up kan, we are always very superstitious of pregnant ladies. And pregnant ladies macam they are the most targeted people to be kacau by hantu and stuff like that, right? So I told my friend, I said, can you just tulis you punya story? Because I remember I hear from her kan, and Tina macam very takut lah. So it was her first pregnancy. Habis tu, but the thing is, it was like luar nikah punya pregnancy lah. Okay, kan? So then what happened is that she's still staying with her parents, and then when her parents go out kan, the brother and the sister was at home, and the parents say, okay, never leave her alone at all. Yeah, because she was already macam, I think she's almost like 8 months pregnant, that kind of thing tau.
Already lah.
And then then that she give me her POV. So she says she always go to her parents' room to mandi, nak buang air besar kecil, macam indah pula dia ni. Okay, kan. At that point, I remembered both my brother and sister inside the punya inside another room before she went to the toilet. Okay. Anyway, when I went to the toilet, then when she was doing her business semua, she heard a humming. Okay, she heard humming. Then it suddenly became quiet tau. And then the humming dia grow softer and softer. Just that she couldn't tahan, so she shouted for the sister, because her bulu roma macam just started to naik lah kan. She shouted to the sister. Habis tu the sister came running lah, of course. Came running, and then she can see that her sister eyes macam wild gitu, looking around, but she was just focused on me. Tapi humming tu still continue, but eventually went away. So the sister just macam buka pintu tu and just macam very stunned, that kind of thing lah. But that was on the pregnant lady yang POV tau. Okay. But then from her sister POV, she cakap she was actually in the kitchen. She wasn't in the other room. She was actually in the kitchen doing the dishes.
Siapa yang buka pintu tu?
That's why. Kan? So she was like, I was actually in the kitchen. And then I was doing the dishes. Habis tu their brother was in his room ke apa. Depan the kitchen, depan the sink, there's a service yard. Okay, and depan the service yard, you cannot really see sangat lah, because the window is frosted kirakan, right? And then she first heard she first heard that my kawan shouted her name. So then after that she say shit. And then because when she when she heard the shouting kan, she just dropped everything and wanted to run to her. But the thing is that the first thing is that she heard, she smelled something, and then she heard this humming, and she actually saw a very huge white figure that was outside the house. And then dia macam apa tau, the white figure kan was macam circulating the house gitu. So it was from the kitchen to the sister room, to the parents' room. And it was besar tau.
Habis macam dia dah nampak daripada tingkap lah?
Tingkap lah. So dia cakap kira kan macam sound system gitu. So when she reached so the thing is that when she reached the toilet, she didn't open the door ke apa semua. Right? So that's why she wondered like who were you talking to at first. Okay, that's one thing tau. But then when she reached when she reached the toilet, she saw that thing menjemah from the toilet window. And it was super huge, dia cakap. So I cakap, benda apa yang menjemah? Then they say is Cik Pon lah yang menjemah inside. And then the thing is that it was so huge that it covered the toilet window panels, both the window panels.
Kejap, toilet window yang BTO kecil punya ke?
BTO kecil punya.
BTO kecil daripada service yard kan? Habis macam mana cik tu kecilnya dekat atas tu?
So. Dia cakap ni thankfully the windows were frosted, so she can only see the hair dengan white gown tu.
Yeah, it's a big window kind lah.
Maybe kot. So the thing is that the sister saw, but the pregnant lady, she was just macam, she just know something is there je lah, just cannot put a finger to it. But at the same time, their parents came back home. Apparently kat downstairs kan, they smell something super busuk gila. And the moment they masuk rumah, suddenly the smell is gone. Hilang. The humming pun is gone. Terus their father just mengamuk with both the sister and brother. They say never leave her alone kan, never leave this pregnant lady alone. So then when she tell me this, macam like I say, cause what I know is that right, in my family of folklore kirakan is that if any pregnant woman if any ladies is pregnant kan, they will always bawa paku with them. You know why there's a reason why pregnant lady have to bring paku tak? Oh, you tahu have you heard of it before? So macam to me, like, I know last time when my mom was pregnant with me, right, she said that especially during maghrib time kan, when she masuk her second trimester, that she always hear this macam makcik siput, they will knock on the door. Tapi I don't know makcik siput makcik keropok, just cakap, Assalamualaikum, nak beli keropok tak? She say like for all her time she stay kat Jurong sana, tak ada Chai Chee sana, tak ada anyone to ketuk, but when she's pregnant with me je, then that lady keep coming in. Yeah, so then I always realise that macam pregnant ladies are one of those that is very highly targeted, because entah apalah, that's why kalau that time my aunt pregnant, my mum pregnant ke apa semua kan, they always bawa macam like a cloth with a paku inside, just to protect them.
But
in a
what's the
sense.
significance of the paku for the spirit?
Paku for a spirit, I'm not sure. Do you know any significance tak untuk paku for the spirit?
I think this is just a cultural thing lah.
This culture.
So, yeah.
Yeah, because paku je hantu takut ke?
I don't know. Ryan, you tahu.
Memang what I heard is that for paku for it is to palukan the paku into the hantu.
The back of the neck.
Yes, kalau kena. So they are scared of the paku. But it's a story lah. Tapi but if you go on the opposite, kalau orang Cina kan, paku itu pantang. For Chinese, you cannot have nails, you cannot have anything sharp near a pregnant woman for Chinese. Yang itu terbalik. Because they say is negative energy lah kalau sharp. Kalau Cina, that's the opposite.
Bawa paku.
Bawa paku. Orang Melayu gagal.
Apa tu that time, because macam that time I was ransacking my aunt was asking me to pass her something, so I was just looking through her bed, I just macam asal ada like a cloth with paku dia, macam I thought she was doing some black magic, but then apparently it's because just to protect herself lah, kirakan. So then that's the thing, when for like pregnant ladies, listener out there, we also want to know lah if korang ada any story related to all of this, you can just send in also. But have you guys, siapa? What's that? Apa kau tengah buat? Siapa tu?
Tak, nak cari spirit punya sound.
What the heck?
Apa? Bawa sini lah. Okay lah, kita pegang lah.
Ada siapa?
Korang tunjuk
Korang tahu apa ni?
Tadi hijau je, sikit.
EMS, is it?
ESP, EMS.
Asal dia? Kau tengok Gina.
Hijau je, Nurul.
Tadi ada naik sekejap. Ni macam untuk test Diamond ni real ke tak aku tahu.
Jap.
Tadi naik sekejap kat sini.
No, jap, aku tak nak. Pegang. Ryan tak nak.
Mati aku budak ni.
Ryan pegang Ryan.
Dulu tempat kau lah.
Tak nak, Ryan pegang.
Nurul, aku tunjuk kau.
Aku tak nak tengok. Gina, aku tak nak tengok.
Okay lah, tak ada. Tengok.
Tak, dulu aku punya tempat ada.
Tempat kau ada, Nurul.
Jap.
Ini wow. Kaset tu.
Israfil tunjukkan.
Jangan khawatir tunggu
Aku tengok kat Nurul. Kau tengok kat Nurul.
Ada.
Ada dah hilang.
Dah hilang. Ya, ada Nurul kat Nurul. Betul kat Nurul.
Asal kat aku?
Kat aku.
Ada juga.
Pasal Nurul lah.
ID tolong aku. ID aku tak ada. Cak, I'm sweating a lot right now.
Sampai merah ni.
Sampai merah Nurul.
What the heck?
Sampai merah saya Nurul.
Aku tak nak.
Jadi ni nak detect orang panik lah.
Ya, kau jangan panik. Jadi dia tak merah. Kau try calm sikit. Calm down.
Calm down. Kalau jangan kau
Breathe.
khawatir.
Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath.
You guys saw that?
Jadi ni detect orang panik.
Ya, Nurul. Okay, relax Nurul.
Kalau orang panik merah ni.
Relax. Okay, breathe in.
Sekarang dah tak ada.
Tak ada.
Kat you. Asal kat aku pula?
Taklah, pasal kau ni lah.
Taklah, ada detect vibration je. Vibration je.
Goyah. Tak tengok aku tak kau aku tak diam je tak ada.
Kan?
Betul dah ada kau, heartbeat kau. Mikrofon.
Betul.
Betul. Tengok kau nak test dia mikrofon.
You feel safer
Bodoh tadi. Dia masih. Microphone.
Nasib test kan?
No, this,
Saya tak bawa je.
this Ryan first time jumpa kita tau. I'm so sorry. You might think these two girls are just weird. Tapi Israfil memang dah use dengan kita dah. He's like macam it's normal, Ryan.
It's okay.
But astaghfirullahaladzim, we were talking about pregnant ladies kan tadi.
Tapi pregnant lady memang seram. I think it's the fetus that they carry that have some kind of attraction from this kind of...
The fetus
from the...
Ada juga cerita-cerita yang dah heavily pregnant, ada records of going to hospital checking on the photos. Tapi when they are 8 months or 7 months pregnant, the baby just
Yeah, I heard this
from
before.
the mimpi dia tidur, the mimpi baby dia kena ambil, bangun dah tak ada.
Sama story aku rasa.
Sama story.
Cak, kau mimpi macam mana nak ambil? Berak macam gitu ke?
No,
baby
it's
just
gone.
hilang. Means orang pergi scan.
Hilang.
It's not miscarriage, it's just vanished.
Yeah.
Tapi itu stories we heard it a lot, but we cannot confirm it lah.
Because I know
Verified whether it's true or not.
when my mom was pregnant with me, she had the toughest time. She actually say so. Macam that time she was giving birth to me. I forget which hospital back then lah. So usually the first anak orang nak they want the best kirakan. So it was a very expensive hospital. The doctor pun paling like the best in Singapore kirakan lah. Then
Dia orang have.
Alhamdulillah. So but my mom was at which level I think macam one of the top levels lah, macam 19 level, 17 level, but she can hear orang cala cuk 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 gitu. Cakap when she's alone lah, so that time she cannot be alone langsung. Yeah, so that's why macam I know macam my mom say whenever she's pregnant with me, she kena more gangguan compared to my adik, both my two adik's. So I don't know whether is it because my mom had me when she was quite young also so I don't know is it because anak dara lagi more anak dara pula I'm the oldest. Yeah. Are you the eldest also?
No.
Oh, you're not. Anak tanya macam got experience or not?
Maybe pasal is Nurul satu.
Tadi heartbeat dia gitu. But then like for you guys, have you guys macam encountered any
buat ID ke like you know renovate so far don't have
that kind of thing?
Personally no, tapi ada satu rakaman ni one of our contractors pergi sana ambil video macam showing the house ni nak buat apa semua kan. So in that video orang rumah tu ada plugkan satu ayat auto player for Quran lah. So that is the background sound. And then at a certain minutes, seconds ada bunyi orang pekik kat dalam tu. So mungkin I can send the video.
Oh yes please, so we can share with our. But very obvious
Yes, it's very obvious. You can hear it lah.
Miss macam orang tengah baca surah dan tiba-tiba orang pekik
gitu Actually, this recording thing macam it's so evident. That time, I don't know if since you hear all of kita yang episodes, there's one time one of our episode kena ganggu actually. And the thing was that during that episode was like a week before, few of our kita crew members got kacau in a sense macam. And the fun fact is we were recording with Mark actually. The three of us was in recording. Suddenly kita punya the sound check person dia muka cuak sikit. Dan kita macam okay, we just continue je lah kan. After that whole thing habis, then the few boss was just macam like bunyi apa tu. Then they were asking Gina, can you just try to text maybe your phone vibration. Then habis tu tak, then they asked Nurul, can you just try to ketuk. So I just ketuk the table. Tak boleh dengar apa-apa, tendang and stuff like that. So we were trying to make noise from our table to see whether it's the same noise that they hear there. Then kita macam what is it So they just plug in into the computer to hear it on a amplifier. Thank you. So then suddenly at one point in time when Mar was talking, right, you can hear very loud tuk 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 gitu. Dia punya tuk 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 macam tak ada orang was ketuk ke apa semua. And then we realised alamak, because the previous week pula, you remember you tell me about how your colleague last time she bawa anak dia. You want to share the story tak? The one yang
Aku lost. Apa ni?
Yeah, so what happened was that the thing is kita baru rent that studio. You've been to that studio before lah kan? So in that studio there's another room, there's a back room also. So they were Gina, our colleague, was cleaning up tau in the back room. Then they went to the main room. Habis tu they just left the boy kat the back room lah, kasi dia tidur. Suddenly they hear the TV buka kan?
Yeah, tiba-tiba just on, very loud sound.
And is it shouting sound ke atau just very loud?
Yeah, just very loud TV sound. Yeah,
TV sound,
tapi diorang tak tahu siapa yang on the TV. So I really think kita punya studio that studio is lama, like very X studio, very old.
Oh, X Studio, thank you.
Yeah, so it's very old, and then like don't know lah macam-macam benda kat sana, right? Yeah, but then again kalau you cakap pasal old, so apa tu, like rumah BTO the new one also ada this kind of gangguan because it also depends on the land yang diorang build tau. So that time also the same thing, I sold this 5 room punya flat, buyer beli. This buyer dia ada satu anak kecil. So dah habis, dah settle, jual semua. Macam mana tak, satu kali ni during bulan puasa, I was at Bazaar Ramadan. Then she recognized me. Then she was like, are you the agent that sold the house to me? So I said like, yeah. Then I say, how's the house? Okay tak? Best tak? And then lepas tu she said, nak tanya, minta maaf sorry dulu seller tu tinggal sana ada any disturbance tak? Then lepas tu I said, not that I know of lah. I said, apa pasal? So apparently this buyer since dia pindah ni, dia banyak gangguan. So one of it is anak dia selalu cakap the first common room, dia nampak ada perempuan tengah carry baby. Every single night at the corner of the common room, anak dia akan nampak perempuan holding a baby.
Seram juga
Yeah, so I had to ask my seller kan, because like the buyer already asked. So I asked lah my seller, like korang tinggal sana for 5 years, apa tu korang ada like experience macam gini lah? Lepas tu seller dia cakap, so far the previous seller pun ada anak kecil 3 orang, but dorang tak pernah have experience anything. Yeah, so this buyer say kalau laki dia kerja malam, she will not like tinggal rumah dia, she will balik rumah dia, because every night the anak perempuan will say like there's a perempuan with a baby at the corner of the room. Yeah. Same description at the same, and then the anak will always go back to the mum, habis nangis macam mama, the perempuan and the baby is still there. And then the place where the house is dulu tempat dia seram lah. I shall not name the place, but yeah, so I guess, but then again it's funny because dulu bila my seller tinggal sana, there's no disturbance, but how come when the buyer move in, lepas tu baru dia ada.
Sometimes it's people and place also
Kan?
Yang kedua-duanya. Because for me also, with recording, I got record lessons because I lecture lah.
Oh, okay.
I do lecturing lah.
Add to the list
Lagi dia punya level lagi up sikit
But once I lecturing, then same thing because I usually use a audio monitor so I can hear myself, right? Then I dengar, ada suara kat belakang ni. But I'm alone in that building. Because dah malam, then I just clearing my stuff and all lah. But literally I'm the only person inside that facility at that point in time. But I hear ada suara gitu. Then I stop, but because it's recorded bukan live. Then I reverse, I hear back, I say kenapa background dia macam ada suara like bisikan gitu.
Oh, suara perempuan lelaki?
Suara lelaki. Dengar ada bisikan gitu. Then I just decided okay never mind lah. So I just erase, I move back, then I continue ni. To me it's just
nothing.
Like, so kau erase, kau kasih kita dengar lah.
Yalah, kan nak simpan lah.
Ni nak pakai tu recording for the lesson.
Nak pakai for the lesson kan. If not the student will say ada cerita hantu ni free punya cerita hantu dalam lecture dia.
You can sell
Jadi sell lah.
Tapi apa ni, these two can link up to the both stories lah. Macam the feng shui master yang datang rumah tu check, and also the person already stay there for 15 years, no gangguan. Sama juga dengan yang ini. Dia tinggal sana dah 5 tahun, tak ada gangguan, tapi the new tenant masuk kena gangguan.
Most likely
It's not at the home, it's not at the house lah.
Sometimes it's the person
Apa dia person macam harbor this kind of
I don't know.
momok.
Ataupun
tak tahu so busy sih kalau buyer tu pergi semua rumah ceiling fan ada badan tu. Fungsi macam like same only the body.
But macam how I say like some people don't tak makan black magic and stuff like that, you know, but then they still have it in them. Why do you think so? Is it because macam makan?
What do you say makan?
Makan?
Kau tak
Tak
makan.
Amalkan.
Kau punya Melayu pun dengan dulu boleh fight
Kau tak amalkan.
Tak amalkan black magic, but then diorang confirm have something macam attached to them ke apa semua. Most I know the story of apa tu what is it called, saka from family to family, atau orang tu pakai susuk habis dah lama dia
Indonesia
lupakan.
mesti banyak this kind of story kan?
Ada banyak
kan?
story gitu.
This kind of saka and susuk.
Ya, saka, santet, susuk. It's very
Grandfather
common.
is macam mana? Your grandfather.
My grandfather. Taklah yang tu. No lah. But it's a old time thing lah. Macam if you say you know the old times, zaman lama, orang dia kan practice all these kind of things. Whether you say orang Indonesia ke, orang Melayu ke, orang Cina juga yang old time they will practice this kind of spiritual things. Pasal kan dulu memang tak ada scientific advancement, tak ada semua ni kan. So they use all these things to help
Protect
them,
themselves.
to protect themselves, nak bantu diri mereka gitu.
Okay.
So it's a common practice in the old days. And if you go to certain parts of Indonesia sampai sekarang, like don't need to go far. You go Riau, masih ada. They will practice like your standard debus, kuda kepang. Debus is similar to kuda kepang.
Right.
So they will practice all this kind of thing lah, like the kebal and all these things. It's just their way of doing this. Is a adat, their culture lah.
That's quite weird.
But then this
Kalau
adat
jangan
pun,
ikut, better lah.
Ya, betul. Because there is a contradiction between two adat. Satu, orang Cina cakap jangan dekatkan dengan barang-barang tajam. Then the same time orang Melayu cakap kena ada barang tajam. So mana yang betul? So betul is definitely what we are blessed with lah. Islamic pula
People kita nak come jom sama-sama kita.
So another thing I noticed about your story just now, yang apa tu, ada orang lari circulating the house pakai baju putih, circulating 7 kali. Itu macam orang umrah lah, tengah tawaf. So anyone nak pergi umrah boleh pergi ni kita ada lucky draw umrah. Anyone who spend 30,000
Selit.
or 60,000, 30,000 will get one
cabutan
participant.
dua.
Yes,
60,000 dapat 2
Dua cabutan dua.
Thank you
Kita dah
so much.
memorize dah.
But yes, apa tu, please. Yeah. But I like this one. Please teach me more how to select like this. I want to do this. But apa ni, like for you guys kan, have you guys heard of stories whereby orang pakai susuk tak? For macam business reason ke, for kecantikan reason? Pernah?
Ada.
I heard from your podcast interesting that the story is the previous episode.
Yang itu.
Wow.
For your case, you
Ada. I've met perempuan yang pakai susuk. Pernah.
Pernah? Kau keluarkan perempuan tu date
No.
tak.
Like met through friends lah. So berkumpul
Macam mana you tahu?
macam
kawan-kawan gitu kan.
Macam mana tahu?
Kepo macam kepo dah start dah. Macam mana?
Pasal dia lawa gila.
Boleh rasa lah. So like when okay, I'm a bit sensitive to these things lah.
Okay,
So
me, you think I'm okay?
Dia boleh pakai susuk tak?
no lah.
Later behind you sense me again.
No lah.
Cakap
So a bit more sensitive to these things lah. So that time then berkumpul dengan kawan, then I had a feeling lah. Then I just look at her, I feel like not right lah. Like her face looks not right. But a lot of my friends say, this perempuan ni barang baik ni, very pretty, all this kind of thing ah.
Everyone say that she's
But
pretty.
she's pretty lah.
Huh?
Like from your eyes is like lawa gila lah.
But from what I see looks a bit weird to me lah. That's all lah.
Okay.
A bit unusual gitu, macam aneh dikit.
Tapi aku tak dengar.
Aneh dikit.
So this one is allegedly lah, because you never
allegedly,
confirm.
but later on then I found out
I see.
that dia pakai susuk, but she also sell susuk.
Sel susuk macam mana tu?
No lah,
Dia service lah.
service lah. Dia jual ke orang lain. So she's
Pakaikan
memang dia dukun.
Oh, then macam mana you know that she's a dukun?
Because she tried to sell to my other friends. Ada kawan perempuan. She just tell my other friends like, ni pakai boleh cantik, can attract guys.
So the barang is like how actually this susuk thing?
Susuk jarum lah. Itu jarum.
Oh, macam injection.
Jarum.
Tapi kalau pergi Indonesia,
Oh, apa jarum? Needle?
Jarum
Asal.
Ada satu beli jarum coklat itu rokok.
Oh, tu rokok telur macam tu.
Itu jarum.
Masalah lah dia ni.
Macam korang you know, I orangnya very easy to laugh and stuff like that. Tapi ni had to take me what to digest. Lawak dia nak kena. Okay. But
So dia pakai jarum.
Apa dia cucuk?
So dia masukkan dalam kulit lah. There is a way that they do it.
Oh, but they will do for you.
Dia pakai mantra, then they do it for you. It's a service.
dia will be dissolved into your actually not dissolve
Dia macam dissolve, masuk. And then
Dia
it
akan
just
masuk
stays there.
kan?
Dia akan masuk.
Then people say kalau you ada this kind of susuk, you nak meninggal like susah because there's this kind of thing still foreign inside your
Harus
body.
dikeluarkan dulu.
Oh.
And if you x-ray also, memang boleh nampak.
Okay, ingat alat lagi ke apa? Tak ni alat sound.
Oh yeah, this one I heard before. Like if X-ray boleh nampak the thing inside.
Boleh nampak.
Yeah.
Because it's
They call it
metal.
Oh, it's really metal.
Cham needle.
Oh, they call it cham needles.
needle.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
The thing is, apa tu, when someone pakai susuk ni kan, dia orang have pantang tau, dia orang cannot do certain things and stuff like that.
Macam makan sate.
Ada larangan.
Serious?
I heard that.
Betul eh?
Dia tak boleh.
So macam in the olden days, orang cakap kalau nak apa tu bawa a girl out kat kampung-kampung kan, bawa dia makan sate. I don't know why. Anything?
The
Yeah.
folk story is that
folk story
because it's a cham needle, susuk larangan dia tak boleh makan tusukan. Because sate is tusukan.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Kalau bahasa Indonesia kan tusukan.
Okay.
Like, you say bakso tusuk. Or you
All the cucuk-cucuk thingy
you
ah.
cannot all these cucuk-cucuk thingy.
Oh, rugi korang. Sampai sedap je.
Oh.
But then the thing is that, right, because kita all we used to know that they masuk dalam muka semua. But do you guys know that susuk it can also masuk through your private parts? You pernah dengar?
Dia pernah dengar orang kat jail kan, itu susuk lain lah. Dia
Kat jail?
itu susuk.
Susah apa ni? Kau jangan ajar orang bukan tau.
Jail? Masuk jail?
Salah orang cakap apa, ball bearing apa, saya tak faham sangat.
Kau salah channel lah. Kenapa aku nak jatuh? Itu bukan susuk, itu cari penyakit.
But I've heard of it. Ada.
Ya,
Dekat Indonesia ada. Some parts.
Kau tahu tak apa tak?
ball bearing I tak tahu.
Okay, nanti explain kan untuk
Ball bearing?
No,
apa kau explain sekarang?
Indonesia bukan ball bearing. Itu dia susukkan obat.
Oh, I see.
So how do I explain this nicely?
No, it's okay.
Dia masukkan obat dalam kelaminnya.
Kelamin means private part. Okay.
Private parts lah. To basically make it bigger. Jadikan besar.
Oh, habis dia forever besar or dia kecil terus besar balik?
It will forever be big.
Oh.
So it's a practice in certain parts. I will not say because I don't want to offend
Okay,
people
okay.
yang dari daerah situ lah. But it's a common practice there.
But spiritually pula ada juga apa ni? I heard of it lah.
Kau tak boleh, kau settlekan kau punya ball bearing dulu. Bilang dulu macam mana buat ball bearing tu.
Itu dalam engine definitely ada ball bearing lah. Tapi
Dalam engine?
kira nak deflect the question
Raja I mean can be good friend. Kita dua hal.
Tapi about susuk is ada juga susuk yang kasih kuat in terms of inilah.
Apa? Apa?
Kuat bekerja malam lah.
Bekerja malam.
Wait, when you say besar, kalau perempuan
No, that one is not for.
That one for lelaki. Perempuan nak besarkan apa Nurul?
Dia dah ke laut dah.
Lelaki je.
It's for laki-laki.
Yeah.
It's a practice of a certain people from
certain.
That suku of people.
Yes.
They memang pakai susuk.
Oh, memang kat sana macam very norm for them to use that.
It's a practice.
Oh.
And it's like a coming of age punya ritual lah. So when the boys get of a certain age, diorang pakai yang tu. Ni kirakan lama punya medicine lah.
Oh, but until now they still practice there. Oh my god.
So they will masukkan the ubat and then it will become big.
This suku
Jadi besar.
This suku kaum is agama mereka. Kita jadi
Suku kaum ini
Muslim ke Kristian?
kebanyakan Muslim.
Oh.
Kebanyakan Muslim. Tapi ada juga yang bukan Muslim.
Kebanyakan Muslim, but diorang tak, they know there's
No lah, but because this is they are being brought up with this kind of mindset. So for them, kalau macam bapak diorang, atuk diorang dah buat, ancestor diorang believe that is correct. So they just follow on aja until somebody tell them, no, this is wrong kan.
There is a mixture lah. So like in the region memang banyak yang campur-campuran adat. So they will take some adat Islam, but they will take some adat zaman lama.
Yes, betul.
Banyak orang masih practice. They are mixing cultural and religion.
Yeah, correct.
Mixing, like for example, if you go to Jakarta,
Okay.
you will see this thing called ondel-ondel.
apakah tu?
Memang seramkan. It's like a boneka, it's like a doll.
Yeah.
But it's very big, no.
So
So
obor-obor bukan. Obor is Bali
correct.
pun buat.
Obor-obor is Bali. Then but in Jakarta is ondel-ondel. Then the orang dia akan pakai patung dia.
Yeah.
If there's a person inside, then but it's very tall, then they will just walk Then kalau orang ada fiesta dekat rumah or whatever, they will visit the house. It's part of their
Culture.
tradisi.
Dia macam
Kalau
lion
tak
dance.
lion dance.
Like a lion dance.
Okay,
But
okay,
for
okay.
me, I rasa seramkan lah because I'm not tak terbiasa kan.
Yeah.
Oh, mak kau meletup bu. Apa itu? Okay. Okay.
But they will just walk around and it's very normal. So like let's say the person finish work, the ondel person finish work. Sometimes even at midnight, the ondel he will walk with the costume balik. So in the middle of the night, you see the ondel.
Seram ada kostum.
Seram. Because it's like the mask is like a oni, you know, like the macam Jepang punya oni mask.
Oh, okay.
So it looks seram gitu.
Oh.
Then they will walk back. But to people in Jakarta,
It's normal.
Normal.
Like, this is everyday part of things.
It's like the Bali punya that kind of thing. That one scary sih. That one.
Dia angkat patung-patung.
Yeah. Yep.
Design kan.
Oh.
But like even in Indonesia ke Singapore, Malaysia, like people do practice this kind of thing whereby they use to soak not only for kecantikan ke, they use it for for business wise also. Like I think the podcast you heard is because for business kids and also to tutupkan nafsu husband.
Yeah,
There's a lot of this kind of things tau. And the thing is that kan, the one that suffer the most, it's not really them but the family members actually.
Correct.
Because why? Sometimes maybe dorang pilih hari saka ke apa semua, it has to be passed down to their family members
Correct.
kan. And their family members tak nak, but then they have to accept it. This kind of thing. And usually for macam I don't know if you guys hear stories whereby for saka ke apa semua, it's hard to remove it tau. You still have to be to a next living benda. The only thing we can do is just macam amalkan kita punya ibadah and stuff like that to put it at bay, that kind of thing semua lah. So that's why macam in recent times sometimes kita punya TikTok punya messages, nanti they will ask us to touch on this kind of topic and stuff like that. But the thing is that we're not the most advanced or expert in this kind of thing. But insyaAllah maybe we can bring ustaz ke apa semua to actually talk about these stories lah.
Syafiq ada ustaz nak recommend ke to come to our podcast?
InsyaAllah boleh.
Boleh.
Asal tahu. I'm okay. Boleh je.
But not to forget, kita sekarang ni kat depan Old Changi Hospital. I also have a Changi Hospital story to share lah.
Share lah.
Of course not Old Changi Hospital.
Oh,
it's
okay.
the new,
No, it's
okay.
Come.
General Hospital,
CGH.
CGH.
Oh, okay.
So it was after my accident. I met into an accident when I was 16 years old.
What accident?
What accident?
Motorbike accident. I was crossing the road, not looking.
16 years old can have motor.
No, I was.
Tak, dia cross.
Baru nak macam Please tengok. Sorry.
They walking on the phone. 3 of my friends run in front. Some didn't run. Some asked me to run. Some asked me to hold back. So I choose to run and I got hit by the motorbike. That is just the accident part lah. So I was warded for 21 days because of an open fracture on my shin lah.
Okay.
So 21 days while doing my N-levels. So I did my N-levels in
the hospital?
In the hospital.
Oh.
So that's not the story.
Oh, that's not funny. Okay.
So when I was it's lonely nights kan, every night dia macam tak ada orang, very sunyi. So perhaps masa malam-malam ni, after so many nights, hantu-hantu ni tengok budak ni cute juga, aku nak kacau dia. Tak.
Maybe they say that.
Dia tengok budak ni ganteng.
So I fell asleep. I had a dream. In the dream, I was pushed by a fully black figure. Should be female black figure, pushing me on a wheelchair because in real life I'm on wheelchair lah.
Yeah.
So she pushed me into looks like a stadium. When inside, I was pushed in the middle of the attention where all the audiences seated there just look exactly like her. Everyone is.
You mimpi pasal tu?
Yes. And then in the dream, I was another black figure mark me macam ada pakai macam touch my forehead.
Understand.
Touch my hands and so on semua. And then I was woken up by a thunderstorm outside lah.
Oh.
Tapi you je seorang kat dalam that whole
dalam
ward.
mimpi tu.
The
tak
ward.
lah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's a dream. During the dream is in the stadium kan.
Stadium.
So masa dah terbangun tu terjaga, I saw my hand lah, ada hitam-hitam.
Ada?
All this, arang-arang semua.
Serious?
And I wipe my forehead, then I see semua arang-arang. So who marked me? That's all.
Okay, we need to get Ustaz ASAP. We need to check.
Of course, after that is nothing lah.
Tapi tak ada apa-apa lah.
But usually macam I hear kan whereby
Nasib baik ada petir tu. Kalau tak ada peti tu saya tak terbangun, mungkin satu badan dah hitam.
Dah jadi orang minyak kau.
Jadi orang niat.
But usually this kind of things kan, even in the dreams kan, apa tu? Like you never know you're being so called marked or being sent
Yeah.
something in the mimpi tau, because they cannot do it in real life. That's why they bawa you to the alam kirakan.
Yes. And it really feels like they are accepting me into their clan.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how.
Because everyone look the same. That's why dia mark kau kan.
Mak macam welcoming me into the family lah. Tapi alhamdulillah, I guess
I faham.
orang
Because
dah strike me off of the membership.
dia macam this one quite lame this guy.
This one lah, dia sikit pun bangun tak bagus this one.
Orang sudah ada mimpi lama dia tak nak gitu. But the thing is that usually it's from dreams whereby like I don't know if you guys hear of jin asyik before.
Yep.
Whereby they will be more active in mimpi orang gitu. So like I hear stories whereby dalam mimpi tu ada, I think pernah before that this particular person kahwin sampai ada anak dalam mimpi tu, that kind of thing with the jin asyik. Dia like macam mana sih?
So
But
jin asyik is a jin that fall in love with a
With a human, correct.
And my first thought is that how is it possible? Because macam like macam are we in a different alam, that kind of thing? How is it possible kan? So when I hear stories that sampai that it affected the couples in marriage also lah, whereby now the wife tak nak even sentuh husband and stuff like that. You see,
The
because
marriage relationship all affected, right? Yeah.
see of the jin lah.
Yes,
Towards
correct.
the
Yeah.
And then sometimes the ustaz also got mentioned whereby this was asking this wife lah, macam you rasa macam ada firasat ke apa semua tak? Dia cakap yes, macam she feels that someone is protecting her gitu. And then that's where he decided maybe you have this jin asyik and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
And then I heard story also kalau ada jin asyiknya gangguan, like when they sleep, they will dream like the spirit will like make love with them in their sleep and all that.
You guys pernah have dengar this kind of stories before?
Yeah, stories of course. Yeah.
Ada I think
Not happen to me.
Oh, okay.
taklah pasal asyik lelaki kan. Busy say gay dia mimpi kau.
Asyik is lelaki. You want to affect the
Most of the time kebanyakan cerita
Most right, yeah.
lelaki yang
I've
suka
not
buat
heard
lelaki.
about like
Tapi I heard of the story the sebaliknya lah.
ada
Which is my cousin.
Oh, cousin kau lelaki?
Lelaki.
Oh.
Dia ada this jin asyik lah. Dia dah berobat berkali-kali but it's still disturbing him.
Oh, this is a lady.
Yeah. Nanti now dia dah not married yet lah.
Oh yeah, because it's true, you know. Sorry, yesterday I look at you.
Tengok lagi ni.
Apa kau tengok dia?
No, because
Sebab dia single.
thank you for making the point. Kita kan vibe lah, because dia faham my otak also.
Aduh.
Dia is the one yang macam it's susah for orang tu nak kahwin. Macam even though orang tu very laku, you know.
Very eligible. Tapi dia masih single.
No lah, I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
The thing that is scary because they never ask for it semua tau. But then at the end of the day, memang you nak kena, I think amalkan lah. That's the best.
Yeah. Because I think the spirit don't want like this person to be shared.
Yes.
That's the reason why they like just macam make whenever this person ada relationship, they will try their very best. But ni semua pasal kerja syaitan jugalah. They ultimately syaitan juga. They will just try to break your relationship, your marriage if they can. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you guys realize macam dari tadi kita macam bring out the list of the different hantu-hantu.
See, not a good story to discuss the Pak OC.
Nice, but tu lah, I think as kita wrap kita punya episode, right, kita just want to macam warn kita punya hikurang listeners out there whereby, you know, if you guys have this kind of situation ke apa semua, please get yourself check, get yourself rawat ke apa. If you need ustaz or ustazah punya contact ke apa semua, you can reach out to Raja Srafil gitu Everybody has few contacts lah. And with that, kita will wrap kita punya episode. So currently Casa Studios they are having this promotion. So kalau korang buat renovation bernilai $30,000, boleh lah ada chance cabutan umrah bertuah. And also kalau you want to win boleh ada chance to win 2 ticket umrah dalam cabutan bertuah. And if you guys want to spend 60k, korang boleh dapat 2 chances.
Yep, and for all client agency, be you buying or selling, and then kalau you engage I, lepas tu you engage Casa Studio, you will get $1,000 discount. So thank you guys for joining us
thank
today.
you.
So kalau you tak ada, I don't think we will proceed with this OCH
we
episode.
really want, you know.
Yes, and then
So,
with that,
apa tu, again, don't worry, Raja Syafiq will come, Israel will come also. Kita will get Ryan to come again.
yes,
Don't worry, okay?
correct.
Korang ni.
atau korang call diorang dah buat ni consultation
then you guys
for
can
renovation. Nanti diorang akan datang.
Macam wrong purpose gitu, but it's okay. Gitu,
Dia datang diorang senyum je. Dah tahu tak, actually kita tak ada rumah nak renovate. Okay.
Okay, korang.
Bye korang.